hate that I can't get rid because it's just too dark in here. I need that light. I don't know how I got rid of it during E3. Did I? It's just too dark to not have it on. Yeah, whatever. So, Final Smash Bros. Direct. Any specific character? Any predictions? Last minute predictions? Let me think. Okay, so I'm just gonna, by listing these characters, I am deconfirming them. Let's get over here. Let's predict Sora, Dante. I don't know why everyone wants Dante because the voice actor said something. I don't think that means anything. Sora, I totally get the people want, but I want a different character other than another Squeenix, because you know he's only gonna have 3 music tracks. Because that's how Squeenix characters work. My hope is still Doom Guy. I think Doom Guy would be a great addition. I know not everyone agrees with me. I think Doom Guy would be great. That's the one I want the most. It's not going to happen. Especially after the "for good boys and girls" comment from last time. That ain't happening. What else? I'd be fine with Steve. I'd be fine with another Microsoft. Steve, I know some people hate Steve for some reason. It's like we're back in 2015 when everybody... Honestly, there was a period from like 2012 and maybe 2013 after Xbox came to consoles and a bunch of kids started playing it, that people just fucking hated Minecraft. Like, it was still super popular. It's still millions of people playing it. But people just hated Minecraft, and it was totally undeserved. Minecraft was still a great game. It still is. Oh my god. Minecraft is great. But people have forgiven it now because Fortnite came along, and Fortnite was popular with kids. Because there is an entire culture on the internet of hating games with kids in it. And I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. Devil May Cry is on sale on the eShop? Huh. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition on pre-order. So maybe we are getting Dante. I don't know. I'd much rather have Travis Touchdown. I think he's a good choice. But I'm fine with Steve. Master Chief, God, the Master Chief collection on Switch, I still want that. I still love Halo 2. Halo 2, I just have such fond memories with. I'd be down for... If I can't get Doom Guy, the E-rated Doom Guy would be Master Chief. So I'd be down for that. Anyone else? Crash Bandicoot, I don't see... I'd like Rex and Pyra. Sakurai said he wanted Rex and Pyra in the game, but ran out of time. But I don't think that the 5th fighter is going to be Rex and Pyra. I do think because since he announced more DLC, I think the next fighter is going to be Rex and Pyra. I think he's actually going to do it. Like, maybe like one deal came through and that's why... Because I'm not expecting another 5 fighters for the Fighters Pass. I'm expecting 1, maybe 2. And I don't expect Rex and Pyra. Or I expect Rex and Pyra then, along with like maybe one more deal came through. I'm not expecting another full 5 fighters. That's crazy. I don't think we're going to see any of that here. I think it's just going to be about this one fighter. I'm not expecting another Pokemon. I know a lot of people want Inteleon for some reason. Or Cinderace. I'd want a Grass starter. But the good Grass starter, Decidueye got taken up by Pokken Tournament. So we got stuck with Incineroar, who, If anything, I want them to go the Lucario route and give us, Hatrina. I think Hatrina as like a magic user, kind of like Zelda or something, would be kind of cool. But I'm not expecting that. It's time. Yeah, that's... I also kind of hope for just like... no matter what, somebody's going to be disappointed. Personally, I've been really happy. I've never played Persona, but I own it now that I have a PS4. I like Dragon Quest IX. That's mine. Banjo was great.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Sora Limited. We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
Pre-announcement.
Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Oh.
The development team and other stakeholders.
I mean, I didn't see any leak.
Utmost secrecy, which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, I'm expecting like early February.
Employees will be surprised to see this and say, "Wow, really?"
I love these presentations. He is
Let's all
great.
share in the fun of getting our hands
Sakurai
on
is
the latest
great.
information.
He does such a good job here.
However, even if you say, "That's not the character I was picturing," I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We prepared a fighter review.
I need a second headphone.
Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
I know they're gonna, but I hope people, like, I'm happy with the DLC Fighters Pass so far, even though I haven't bought it. I will. I'll talk about that afterwards. Stardew Valley guy? Byleth? Or Edel? Yes, I am not because I want this character, but because I want the world to burn. Cool. I am so down for this. I forgot to talk about this. I am down for... I want Edelgard more than Byleth, because I don't think Byleth is much of a... whatever. I think Edelgard would be cooler.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
I haven't played Three Houses. God, the hatred of others will fuel me like a fire.
Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet...
God, but I'd want Edelgard. Because I want an axe user. I don't want another sword user. That's people's biggest problem with Fire Emblem characters is that they're all sword users. That's why I wanted Edelgard, because Edelgard isn't a sword user. She's an axe user. That would be more interesting. But that's not what's happening.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
See, right? Because look at all these sword users. That's why I wanted Byleth, because it's an axe user. Or Edelgard, I mean. Just make them interesting. That's my one hope. I'm down. I've said this in previous things. I'm down for this.
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well?
Hey, they're self-aware.
What will you do?
They're self-aware.
So that is how you plan to win the day?
I'm curious.
So be it.
They're aware enough.
Cleverness this time.
Come on. Is it what I think? He's going to be able to use others' weapons, or is it going to be like a Pokemon fighter? I'm totally fucking down for this. Oh my god. This is the solution to the problem. Because for as much as I complain about other fighters, I want to watch the trailer and not talk. But I give Robin and Corrin passes, because Robin's a magic user and Corrin's a dragon.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
This is a fine compromise. You know what? Screw it. This is a fine compromise. Because it's not just another sword user.
Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Oh, people are gonna be so mad. Oh god. I love it. I love it so much. Oh god, I love it. It's we all saw this coming, and I'm fine with it. Oh god. I am fine with this. Holy shit. I still hope Rex and Pyra get it for the 6th fighter, but holy shit, yes. Fire Emblem's popular. What can I say? Fire. God, it's crazy. I'll talk about this afterwards. I gotta make a list of things I gotta talk about.
This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have
Oh,
instant access
cool.
if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually.
I already forgot the other thing I was gonna talk about.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem?
I still have never beaten a Fire Emblem game. I've played like 5 of them, never beaten one.
The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
Emblem.
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say
For some reason, I always think it's older than that.
role-playing games,
For some reason, I always think it's one of those like
particularly tactical
80. What was it? The NES was 85.
combat.
The Famicom's 83. So I always think it's like 85,
In other words,
86.
a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle.
They're good games. They're not my style, and I've never beaten one.
There were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
It's just not my style of game. I want my internal paradox is I want to like strategy games, but I don't like playing strategy games. And one of my like a lot of people hate weapon degradation. I hate permadeath. It's just a thing I personally really hate.
You lose that unit, they'd be gone, and you couldn't use them again.
See, I hate permadeath. It's a very personal thing.
Recent entries in the game maintain this concept.
That's why I liked Advanced Wars and Wargroove more, because I didn't have to
But a
deal
lot
with
of
that.
games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak.
And yes, that did help. I admit that's why I was able to get into Awakening, which is the game I've put the most progress into.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for
I think
this.
Robin's
When
the
I
only
was
one who
researching how to
can't.
incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Was Marth the first counter? I guess so. I can't think of
And
one
now,
before.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well,
It's
if you
just-
include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
I only know $139 and 99 cents. Which is that one, Path of Radiance, 100 and oh god, I forgot about Radiant Dawn. But yeah, I only started at Awakening. Awakening was accessible for me, and I played Birthright, Conquest, which I consider separate things,
In a weird way, right?
and Fates, and then I played like Sacred Stone or something.
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So, this is 4, 5,
God, he's so charming.
and then you get 16.
He's like Todd Howard, but without all the bullshit. Just a genuine good person.
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto, and the female version is called Beresu, but in English, they share the same name, Byleth.
I always call it
The
Byleth.
professor who ends up
I will always call it Byleth. That's just me.
Once you've chosen a house, you guide them to
God, I wanted to play this game, but because I've never beaten a Fire Emblem game and money is tight, I didn't buy it.
5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up
Even though I've heard it's really good.
in their region.
I don't know, there's this weird dichotomy with pre-Awakening fans and post-Awakening fans, and how Fire Emblem fans ruin Fire Emblem. It's one of those fan bases, you know what I'm talking about,
I played in
where the fan base ruins the games, even though they technically can't.
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand. Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
On Twitter, he's been like posting development, like tool pictures he made with the development tools. It's really charming.
So this is our new fighter, Byleth.
I mean,
They're
it's
lacking in mobility.
funny. A lot of people made fun of the design before release, and then they actually got the game and stopped complaining.
Range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
It's like a whip, isn't it?
They use changes depending on the direction you
It's one of those swords.
Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
See, I only recognize the sword and the axe.
Let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip.
But I do like that it was self-aware enough to reference that there's too many sword fighters. And yes, I would consider, much like Robin and Corrin, I would consider this not a sword fighter.
They'll whip the
Oh god, are they gonna do 2 amiibos like they did for Corrin? I hope so. I like the 2 amiibos for Corrin. I wish they had done 2 amiibos for Robin. And no, I don't think, much like Wii Fit Trainer or like another character, I'd wish they'd done a... Actually, I don't wish they'd done... It's just Robin.
something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
See? I'm down for that.
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
That's kind of cool.
you can do awful things like this.
I do suck at whip
That said,
recoveries.
you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage, and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air.
See, I could have also seen, like, Byleth being like a Pokemon trainer, where you could turn into one of the 3 other characters. I know that's not reasonable anymore, but I could have also totally seen that.
This is Erdfar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next,
I'm down for
the
this.
side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
See, because this is why I wanted things other than sword. Because, like, a spear is longer use, an axe presumably hits harder, and bow is bow. Duh.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
Okay.
The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far.
Because what? That's how Marth's sword works, and then
Hit with the blade part aimed
Lucina's sword hits it better in the middle, if I remember
or
correctly.
downward in this case.
No idea about Crom or Roy.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit. Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this. But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack.
Isn't Emir also one of the frost
It's really
giants?
strong. You can try for
I don't know. I admit I know the least about. Actually, no, I actually don't. I don't know that much about Nordic mythology. Emir.
As you can see, it has a great
Yeah,
deal of
Emir has
power.
something to do. I don't know. It's spelled differently, probably.
And for the down special,
Is Emir the giant in the
Byleth
Gnung
uses
Gap?
another energy
I think that's it.
devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack.
Hmm. Interesting.
Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time,
Ooh.
plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect is that
I am so bad at grabbing. That's. I'm bad at any like. I'm bad at grabbing. I'm not great at shielding, but I'm bad at grabbing.
As a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
I actually do really
Even
like
though
that.
It can be hard to land a hit with this move. It can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for this character.
Plus, even if you fail to land,
I was down. I like Fire Emblem characters. I mained Marth and Melee, or Marth. Well, okay, technically I made Roy in Melee. I for a while mained Ike in Brawl. I really liked Robin and
I don't recommend using
Wii U.
the special against fighters from the Final series because you'll just get loads of counters.
and
It hits with
I currently main Corrin in Ultimate. I also did use Corrin a lot in
power
Wii U.
blocked attacks. Using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, it's charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, he can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
So Blyth seems to be a power, like a lot of their moves are based on high power, high hit.
Until this point, but
So that's like they take time, but they hit hard. That's interesting.
a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform
I'm totally down for this. I like Fire Emblem characters,
charge up
man.
power like so.
That's why I can live with this and fuel off the hatred of
But
others.
again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up
God,
the
it's gonna be
move,
so funny to
no
see
way
people
cancel
just
out of it.
have a
Not even with
meltdown,
the shield button.
like when Corrin was
In other
announced.
words, you're committed
Because
to
people
the
had a
fight.
freaking meltdown, and it was
So you
funny
see,
as
a
hell.
situation like this is pretty terrible. Once you've entered the stand,
And people, like, unlike, like, people, like, I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd come out with a character nobody was predicting. That wouldn't have surprised me.
but you could always just aim and
But I'm actually,
after all, a long-range
yeah,
move.
people have been predicting this, but I'm totally down. I like the way that, I like them giving the axe, the bow, and the lance. That's very important to me liking this character.
Called Progenitor God, Ruptured Heaven. In the original
God,
game,
that's a
it was
name.
Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sophis and launch an attack together. Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the
Yeah.
even-numbered ones are female. However, the third,
Yep,
fourth,
I
and
saw
fifth
that
colors
coming.
are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sophis,
Sophis.
who you just saw earlier.
I like these color variations. They look nice.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Did we see this variation in the final match?
I don't get that joke. It's surprised that, yeah, it's just a hair color change.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage.
So it's kind of going to be like Ike's stage. I think that was Ike's
It's the type
stage,
of
where it
stage
like
that
travels
goes
up
through
and
different areas.
you go through the statues and the
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in
tower,
this
and
area.
I don't remember the other area.
The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy.
I'm just thinking of there's like that meme of the guy riding the bicycle. He puts the stick in the wheel and then crashes and blames somebody else. Dimitri blames Edelgard. Edelgard blames the church, and Claudius just keeps riding along, never crashes.
All sorts of things. But here you can
I don't remember the third guy's name, and I did not remember Demetrius's name until they just said it.
the stage will expand to the left.
I want to say it's Claude or Claudius.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
Don't people love the
Long
Gatekeeper?
pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and you end up talking to
Gatekeeper
the
is like the ball guy where people
boss.
just
Each of
love
these
him.
areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
Oh, that's very quick.
you'll come crashing back down. You
Hey, it's the two best waifus, even if I guess one of their character arcs is unfulfilling.
and the guests in the reception
Oh, and
hall
Edelgard's there.
Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some...
I don't know. Again, never played the game, but that's what I've heard.
You'll notice
Edelgard's okay.
chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down.
Now, I'm thinking of the chandelier at the beginning of Super Mario RPG. I don't know why people want Geno so much. I feel like Geno... People only want Geno because people want Geno. Not because of Geno... Well, Geno's cool. But, like, I feel like people only want Geno because they want Geno. It's been a joke for so long that Geno will never make it that... Yeah, Geno will just never make it. Hey, it's Hilda. I think her name's Hilda. I don't remember the...
It's similar to the
Is it
bridge
Claude is the other one?
The guests are from the Golden Deer. Claude,
Oh,
Hilda,
I actually got it right.
They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
I follow a lot of artists, so that's why I know more of the female characters' names than the male ones.
You could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch.
He's the cool guy.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training.
I just think of Hilda from
As for
Link
the
Between
bridge's
Worlds.
design, it's just a long path.
God, I love that game. For as much as I dislike Link to the Past, I love Link Between Worlds, man. It's so good.
You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot writing that down.
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seta, Flame, and Rhea. There's Seta.
Yeah, I did not know any.
Extremely strong
I know people hated Rhea,
seems to be under the
Ray,
protection of
whatever.
Rhea.
And then at some point they turned around on her. Like, people hated her when the game came out. But I feel in the past, like, 2 months, people have turned around on her and like her more. Because she's
I feel
thick.
that
That's
Flame
also a
might be
big
saying,
deal.
"Shush," at this point.
God,
I'll
dude,
leave it at
I
that.
want to play... Oh, God, I want to play this game. I'm talking about Fire Emblem. I don't mean down to play Smash, but God, I want to play Fire Emblem.
Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged.
It actually looks
Like
really
each
nice.
location
That's
in about 2.5 minutes.
not a bad, yeah.
Okay, today we'll have
Ooh.
a tag team battle. In
Oh,
the
God, that's clever.
team pitted
Fuck
against
me,
five
that's
players
clever.
From throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. All right, here we go, Joker. Joker! Hero!
That's really funny.
We really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can.
God, I need to beat if I ever beat Awakening or Fates, I'll buy 3 houses. But college is starting up, so I won't have time for the next, like, 6 months. Starts on Monday.
I better keep my distance.
God.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got him. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch.
God, that's so clever.
Shot at that, huh? Good one. If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
That's, it's a feature I never use, but I'm so glad they have this not multi-man smash. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something I'm really glad is in the game.
Taking that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Dark Force there or not.
I still like the Fire Emblem song. I liked I don't did Awakening have a song? I liked Fate's song, the Lost in Time All Alone.
I can't waste the chance. There's another smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him. I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, tag team. It's a cool mode. I never use it.
The end.
Mainly because I'm fighting with all my amigos. You can't see them, but they're all right here. They're all...
Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages.
Of course.
There are already...
Because, yeah, Corrin didn't get a new stage.
Our selection this time...
Yeah, I remember that. Corrin didn't get a new stage.
11 songs are being...
Yeah, I do like Three Houses' main theme.
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well.
Blue skies abound.
We're also adding in a new spirit board.
Because, yeah, and then Spirits deconfirm characters, because we got,
some of the other popular characters.
For some reason, I thought some of those spirits were in the game.
Sothis is Legend class.
But yeah, no, because we got Astral Chain Spirits yesterday. Maybe 2 days ago now.
Which is designed to
So, no, it was probably Monday? I think it was Monday, maybe. And that was funny. When we got, and it was like, oh, we got Astral Chain Spirits, so we're not getting an Astral Chain character.
Something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
What do you got? Anything cool this time? Any Sans Undertales? I'm surprised there isn't a Shovel Knight costume that makes him a sword fighter. I was just thinking about that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like Ezio more, but that's cool. I'm actually totally down for that. Yeah, cool, some Ubisoft representation. I saw that coming. We all did eventually. I don't hate the rabbits. I know some people really hate the rabbits. I never have. And then Kingdom Battle was really good. So, yeah. Mega Man X. Yeah. So, wasn't that a character in Wii U? Oh, fuck yeah! God, Cuphead has such good music. God, I love Cuphead's music. Yeah, fuck yeah! That's great! You go, Studio MHD. I feel like I'm missing a letter there. Yes! Fuck yeah, Cuphead costume. That's another DLC costume I gotta buy. And hey, it's probably got the track we heard. I like that. God, I like... Every once in a while, there's that one DLC costume that's really cool. I thought they were 99 cents. God, I wish... You know, something that I'm amazed the Switch eShop doesn't have is a,
And for those of you who
cart.
purchased the
Hey, what's up?
an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
Honestly, this is one of my favorite tracks in all of Cuphead. It has always been one of my favorites.
I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo.
Those come out tomorrow, and I do not have a copy pre-ordered because Target sold out, and I have a Target gift card that I wanted to use.
Friday, January 17th.
So, I don't know. Somehow I'll get them.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup...
Honestly, I'm very happy with that. The only character I don't like is Terry, and that's only because I've never played I don't play King of Fighters. But I hear Terry's actually pretty fun to play as in Smash.
Only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there?
That's what I like about DLC fighters, is that they work differently than most other fighters.
Instead, we try to offer
They have those gimmicks. That's what I really like about them.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Are they doing another Fighter's Pass? So they originally planned to do, when they announced more DLC fighters, they planned to do 1 or 2, and now they're doing another 5. Holy sh... They're doing oh my god, they're doing 6? Holy shit.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass.
So it's gonna take even longer, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
So please keep an eye out. Now that it's official, we
Hold-
intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
No
Last
pro...
time, I'd be very
You know-
grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Leave Sakurai alone. Never ask me for anything ever again. The new DLC fighter is Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. You in the
Also
chat.
including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
Come on. Breath of the Wild costume?
It's a
Oh,
new
the
fighter
ancient armor.
For me sword fighters.
I never got that in Breath of the
Soldier here
Wild.
for The Legend of Zelda.
I could not, like, it takes so much freaking time to get that.
Sell individually.
I never got it.
Acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Lastly.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
You...
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Is it a fighting game? Yeah, it's also a party game.
Street Fighter
I'd argue it
was
fits
the lead for a
both.
while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted
Yeah.
for. Also, I don't
Sword.
know if that really qualifies as a
Sword,
fighting game.
axe, bow, and lance. It uses all the
So,
weapons.
Who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
Soccer, you know, and that's what I like about Smash, is that it's not just a fighting game.
Celebration of games.
It's a celebration, it's a party game, it can be whatever you want it to be. And yes, that means it can be a fighting game, and a competitive game, even though I don't play it competitively, not anymore. So
Fighters Pass just wrapped up.
So
It was
there,
decided that there will be more DLC. Which means no breaks for me.
let us buy a Let Sakurai Rest Pass.
That's it. Thank you.
God, I wonder what fighters. We're not. So I was predicting a Nintendo Direct, and then that didn't happen. So here we are, and I don't think we're getting into. Oh, look at that. That's nice. And hey, the 3, a lot of people were seeing the 3, him holding the 3 and predicting Kingdom Hearts, because, you know, you can kind of see the heart in his hands with his other 2 fingers. But no, it was 3 for 3 houses. I love it. I like Edelgard. Edelgard's pretty good. Eric Hurd, let's switch over. I keep saying Edelgard. I like Fire Emblem. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. This is one of my best amiibos, my Corn. I love Corn so much. Corn's my main right now in Ultimate, and yeah. So I'm totally down for more Fire Emblem. I think Byleth looks great. I think that's a great choice for a fighter. I know people would want other things, but hey, we're getting an all-new Fighters Pass, and that's gonna be awesome. My biggest hope, I still want Doomguy and Rex and Pyra. Nothing's changed, but I am perfectly happy with what we got here. The first Fighters Pass is great. I've never played Persona 5. Even though I own it now, I still haven't gotten around to it. I'm Terry, Ryu, and Ken. Cool. I heard Terry is really fun to play as, and I know for a fact I've played on Terry's stage, and I know it's great. Terry, the King of Fighters stage, is one of the best stages in my opinion. But I've heard Terry is really fun to play as. But Joker is cool. Hero, I love Dragon Quest IX. That's my in there. I like Banjo-Kazooie is a character I did really want. Banjo-Kazooie was super cool. Terry's just... I've never played King of Fighters, but I heard he's fun. And now Byleth. Byleth looks great. I'm perfectly fine with the Fighters Pass. I know that for a fact there are people out there who are not fans of King of Fighters, are not fans of Banjo-Kazooie, and hate anime stuff, so they by default hate Joker, Hero, and now Byleth. And you know what? I feel bad for those people, that they just cannot be happy. You will never be satisfied. But no, I'm super happy right now. And then 6 more fighters, that's going to be really cool. I just gave my predictions. Rex and Pyra I think is going to definitely happen. Especially with that, hey, we're not just doing 5, we're doing 1 more. I think that's going to squeak in there. Hey, thanks for the follow, Brandon TSK. Tisk? Would it be Brandon Tisk? I'm happy for that, man. I hope that's going to be cool. They have until December of next year, so I'm expecting them to take a break. Because I was expecting a Nintendo Direct to be announced, but clearly Nintendo's not ready to do a Nintendo Direct, even though, because like the Pokemon Direct last week was just kind of whatever, because Pokemon does their own thing, so I'm fine with that. But I was expecting a Nintendo Direct this week, but instead we got this. Brandon. But yeah, instead we just got this. So I think we're good. So I don't think we're getting a Nintendo Direct until February. Because I think the same thing happened last year, where we got some sort of announcement in January, and then once it was like, oh, once we got that announcement, it's obvious that we're not getting anything new until February. Which sucks, because it's been over 136 days since the last Nintendo Direct. February 9th was the last one that gave us Banjo-Kazooie Bowl. But yeah, no, I'm totally down for that. I talked about like, all my ins for the Fighters Pass. I have not bought the Fighters Pass. I'm always like, the next character, I said if at E3, you can check the footage, it exists. I said if Banjo-Kazooie was revealed, I would buy the Fighters Pass. That didn't happen. I mean, it was always inevitable I would, but money's tight, man. But right now, on the eShop, there's a bunch of games on sale. Like, Nintendo doesn't really do sales, but they're doing some with the Switch. Mario Kart 8's on sale, Splatoon's on sale. I already own Splatoon. But a bunch of games are on sale, a bunch of indie games, and I was looking at the eShop and I was like, I should buy some indie games, man, because I love indie games, and I've just been playing Pokemon, but I'm kind of reaching my limit on Pokemon just because I've done everything I can do. I'm also over on 3DS. I've almost beaten Alpha Sapphire. Like I said last week that I was gonna start playing Alpha Sapphire, and because college hasn't started yet, I've been playing Alpha Sapphire. But yeah, so I've almost beaten that. Goku. I don't think I still Smash Bros. A lot of people like to make up rules for Smash Bros. They're all made up. The one real rule, however, is no, they have to be from a video game. So I don't think Goku's making it. It's a funny meme character. Oh god, I loved when people took a hero's portrait and just made all 4 heroes Goku. That was pretty funny. But yeah, what else? But yeah, so I was interested in DLC characters, or so, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy some indie games, and then I was looking through the eShop and I found like 2 games I wanted, and then I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the Fighters Pass. Payday's in a few days. I'll probably do it when Byleth comes out, but I'm gonna buy the Fighters Pass again. I bet you the new Fighters Pass is gonna be $30, if not more. I feel like it maybe should be more. I'd be fine with that. But I do want but yeah, I think I'm finally with the announcement of Byleth, I'm finally gonna buy the last Fighters Pass, and I'm almost done with Amiibos tomorrow. As of tomorrow, there's only 2 left, and now we have the DLC, which is probably going to be giving us Amiibos for. Oh god, I can never leave. I can never leave. I am so close to being done. And I was kind of hoping they'd get ahead of Amiibo, because like Planty Boy, who came out, because I think that was our reveal in January, is that they gave us information about Planty Boy, because he came out in, did he come out late January? I want to say he came out like January 31st. But my hope was that because they got, Planty Boy came out in like February. Goku is from multiple. Yeah, well, yes, okay, you're technically correct. But yeah, my hope was that they would get ahead of Amiibo production, and if they got, well, okay, technically I call this Planty, the Amiibo's name is Planty Girl. So, like, my hope was they had gotten ahead of production on Planty Girl. I mean, it came out before Incineroar, for Christ's sake. So my hope was that, did it come out? I cannot remember when I think it had to have been the end of January, because then the Planty Girl Amiibo came out in February. It came out February 15th. But I'm surprised that... like, I would have expected, Joker to be out by now, or Joker... So we got a new wave that comes out tomorrow with Richter and Dark Samus. I would have expected Joker to be in that, if not earlier. Because we know... Because we do have production SKUs for Joker Amiibo. And we are obviously getting Amiibos for Banjo. God, a Banjo Amiibo. Oh, that's going to be great. But... Because it would have been funny that I would own a Joker Amiibo before I actually own Joker. No, seriously, that could totally happen. And I do hope we get 2 Byleth Amiibos. He's from... Yeah. But yeah, I do hope... I would love because while I own... Do I have male... No, I don't have male corn out. It's in a box somewheres. Well, I use female corn. Female corn's the one I like. This is... Out of all my Amiibo, this is the only one who's properly trained. Most of these Amiibos are just trained by smashing. Like, I smashed a bunch of... Where is it? Basically, how I train these Amiibos is I smashed them against one another until they reach level 50s. But, this one is actually properly trained. I did what they tell you to do when training Amiibo. Make them fight CPUs, make them fight yourself, make them fight other trained Amiibo, blah, blah, blah. Because I reset every Amiibo for Ultimate. But yeah, I hope we get a male and female Byleth, because I like Fire Emblem, the female character designs more. I like Robin's pigtails better. I like Corrin's, but I am happy with Byleth. Byleth looks great. Because that's the problem with Fire Emblem characters, is that they're all sword fighters. Because you've got, let's see here. You've got these 2. You've got this one. That's Marth. And you've got Lucina. All of these characters play they don't play the same. Okay, these 3 kind of play the same. These three kind of do play the same. And oh god, is Roy? Do I have access to all the fire? See, the fact that these four all kind of play the same, with a little bit of influence from Ike in there, is a problem. The fact that we have 5 sword fighters, and I get that complaint, but once you move away from that, a lot of people bitch about whenever we complain about sword fighters, Fire Emblem, people add Robin and Corrin into that. We shouldn't. Corrin and Robin play distinct. They have swords, but Robin has magic, which admittedly Robin kind of, at least looks-wise, I mean, shares a lot more with Hero, because Hero also has some of the same spells. They have wind, they have fire, I think they have electricity. So I get that comparison, but no, people don't consider Hero a Fire Emblem character, even though Hero and Robin have kind of similar things. It's the down special that changes everything. Because Hero has a very unique down special. But yeah, people always lump in Robin and Corrin with the other characters, and I think that's bad form. Because Robin plays completely differently. Corrin has their dragon stuff. They play completely differently. Like, any of these sword boys and single sword girl, any of these, like, they're interchangeable. Look at them. Look at how similar-ish they look. But then look at Corrin, even just compared to Ike here, and you can see all the white. Robin has a lot of black instead of blue. Corrin's a lot of white, and Byleth has a lot of black. They play differently. It's different characters at the end of the day. But no, people will lump them all in together. God, now I made a mess of all my amigos. I think Robin's in a box, or else I'd pull Robin out as well. But I like like I said, I like Fire Emblem Sword Fighters, and something that people don't want to admit: Fire Emblem is Nintendo's 3rd biggest franchise. Growing up, it always felt like Nintendo's biggest franchise is Mario, 2nd biggest is Zelda, 3rd biggest is Metroid. That's how it always felt. But then as I grew older, I realized Metroid doesn't sell that well, and it's not popular in Japan. That's just the truth. That's how Metroid works. I love Metroid. To me, Metroid will always be Nintendo's 3rd biggest. But that's not how it works for Nintendo. To Nintendo, Fire Emblem is their 3rd biggest. Which is crazy, because a decade ago, Fire Emblem was almost dead. Fire Emblem was seriously almost a dead franchise. But then Awakening came out, and Awakening was amazing. I've played Awakening, it's great. It split the Fire Emblem fandom into pre-Awakening and post-Awakening. But it's great. I liked Fates, Birthright, and Conquest. I heard Revelations was shit, never played it. But I played Birthright. Birthright was really good. I played some of Conquest. Echoes. I want them to make Echoes, not Shadows. We got Echo Shadows of Valencia. I'm predicting the next Fire Emblem game is going to be Fire Emblem Echoes Path of Radiance. That's a prediction right here for you right now. I don't think we're getting it this year, probably next year, but that's a good solid prediction, because $139.99 going up to like $800 is a lot of money. I think they should remake Path of Radiance, because they're not putting GameCube games out anytime soon on Switch. I'd be amazed if we got N64 games this year. But Fire Emblem sells gangbusters in Japan. It does really good in the West. Since Awakening, the game that saved the franchise, Fire Emblem also does really good in the West. So this makes sense. This makes sense. God, I got that hope for Rex and Pyra though, because we got Xenoblade Definitive Edition, maybe in May. I'm so glad that's getting there. Yeah, but yeah, I think Byleth is great. DLC Mii costumes. The Assassin's Creed one is great. I'm totally down for that. There was Assassin's Creed and Rabbids. The Rabbids hat. Yep. I had one of the Rabbids games on Wii. I think it was Rabbids Go Home. Really fun. I really enjoyed that game. And I liked Kingdom Battle. Kingdom Battle was pretty good. There's a strategy game I was able to get behind. because there was no permadeath. It had its more difficult moments, but for the most part, it was laissez-faire. That's not the right word to use. God, there was a tornado. Like, the second boss, which is like a tornado boss, kicked my ass so many times. Good game, though. The Phantom of the Opera part's really fun. I think we're getting another Kingdom Battle this year. Maybe there's a prediction of Zelda Kingdom Battle. Whether that's real or not, I don't know. But I don't think David Saloni, who leads Ubisoft Milan, has been working on anything. Like, if he is, he hasn't announced it. So I could see a new Kingdom Battle game. That would be really cool. Whether it's Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle or a Zelda Kingdom Battle. I think a Zelda Kingdom Battle would be a lot of fun. We'll see. But yeah, no, I'm happy here. The Cuphead costume looks great. They did the same thing with the Sans costume where it literally, like, the Sans costume looks just like Sans. Like, you can't even tell it's a Mii fighter. Cuphead costume looks just like Cuphead. That's another game. Like I said, I was looking at games to buy on Switch. I was looking at Cuphead. Cuphead's $9 right now, I think, until today. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, I own Cuphead on PC. I streamed it right here on Twitch 2+ years ago. Never beat it. We got to the final boss, and I played the final boss for like 3 hours, and I couldn't beat it. And I always said we'd finish it off in one more stream. And then, hey, it's been 2.5 years. But yeah, I'm gonna buy the Fighter's Pass. I'm gonna slot it in my calendar. I'll probably buy it the same day Byleth comes out. Byleth, whatever. I'm gonna call it Byleth. Like, kind of like how I call Corn. But yeah, I'm gonna buy Byleth. Yeah, probably 20. Let's see, what's the 28th? I think that's. Is that a Sunday? Is that a Monday or a Tuesday? I'm gonna look it up right now. I'll probably, because like I said, I'm not gonna buy indie games. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's after I go back to school, because I go back to school on Monday. Well, it's Martin Luther King Day. Ooh. Let's add in Smash Ultimate Fighters Pass. Price. I have a calendar that keeps track of everything. Yeah, let's put it at that much. I think that's how much it is. It was on sale once at Target for like $20, and I should have bought. And I was gonna buy it then, but then I didn't. I spend a lot of money this month. I've got Amiibos tomorrow. I bought Nintendo Switch Online on like the 3rd. And then, but hey, I don't have a single game coming out in February. Final Fantasy VII got pushed back. Avengers got pushed back. Freaking April. Like, March was a mess. But now, Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing on the same day. You've also got Pokemon. April is a mess. You've got Final Fantasy on the 10th. Cyberpunk on the 16th. And something else the week after that. Don't remember what. I know there is another thing, though. But yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm after we finish up here, I'm going to go watch Twitter have a meltdown, and it's going to be very funny. Enjoy the Twitter meltdown. It's going to be good. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. I've got some amiibo hunting to do tomorrow. Splat and Chat. If there was a Nintendo Direct today, we would do Splat and Chat tomorrow. But I'm not, and I'm going to enjoy the last of my vacation before college starts tomorrow. I have no idea when we'll stream again. I did not mention this in the final, the Splat and Chat number 25, I think it was so freaking long. We didn't mention it. I am not doing a theme of the year this year. Last year I did the Year of Metroid. I beat 3 Metroid games. Year before that I did Year of Zelda. I think we beat 4 Zelda games. This year I am not doing a theme year. I mean, what? Year of Mario would make sense, but there's no Mario game I'm interested in. I mean, I actually, while we were doing the Year of Zelda and the Year of Metroid, in the background, I was doing the Year of Mario and beat almost every Mario game. The only ones I didn't beat were 64, Super Mario Bros. 2, the NES one, The Lost Levels is what we call it in the West. The actual Doki Doki Panic, Super Mario Brothers 2 in the West. And there's like 2 others. I started Galaxy 2, but I never beat it. And there's like 1 more. Legend of the 7 Coin, or Legend of the 7 Star? No, that's Super Mario. 6 golden coins. Maybe that's it. I don't know. There's like 1 or 2 others. I don't know. But yeah, I was doing that in the background, so I don't have any ideas for a theme here. I mean, if I had a 3DS capture card, I'd do Year of Fire Emblem. But I don't have that, so yeah, that's all I got. I'm excited for this new character, and I'm going to buy the Fighter's Pass. I'm finally, after almost 6 months of saying I'm going to buy the Fighter's Pass, I'm going to buy the Fighter's Pass. God, Byleth looks cool. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.